Hey everyone, welcome. Come on in. It's the Softlock Podcast Thanksgiving Day special, so gather around the table. Let's tell some stories today. Really, a podcast is just people sitting around a mic telling stories, just like how you'll sit across from your crazy uncle at Thanksgiving and tell a story. And that's the experience we're bringing to you today. It's going to be cozy. It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
You listen to your coworkers at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I just I just listen to my coworkers at work, right? And I'm just like in the room, but I'm like around the corner, so like I'm just kind of there, but I'm not participating, and I listen to them talk, and that's a podcast. I'm like,
that's
damn.
your podcast IRL.
Yeah, I get a podcast IRL every day, and it's much better.
I'm one of your hosts, Jake, and that voice you're hearing is the spaghetti at Thanksgiving enjoyer himself, Jonathan.
It's not spaghetti.
How are you feeling today? How we doing? You excited for the holiday season?
It's not spaghetti, it's pasta. If it was spaghetti, that would be weird, but it's pasta. It's like penne.
Close enough.
It's penne. It's penne pasta. It's much different. What was the question?
How are you? Are you ready for the holidays? And are you excited for some cozy vibes today? But also, why do you eat pasta at Thanksgiving?
First of all, I don't really give a shit about Thanksgiving. So I don't really care. Tragically, I'm sorry to anyone who enjoys Thanksgiving. Don't care. I don't really care about Thanksgiving. If I had to nuke any holiday from orbit, it would be Thanksgiving, just at a happenstance. So sorry. So sorry.
You'd give up Thanksgiving before Valentine's Day?
I would give up Thanksgiving before Valentine's Day, absolutely, because it has a poor placement, I believe, and additionally, it's about something that I don't care about, which is eating food. So I don't care. I don't really care about Thanksgiving food. And then it's in November, like smack dab in the middle of Halloween and Christmas. And look, let's be honest, between the three holidays during the holiday season, Thanksgiving is third.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I were to remove any holiday, it would be Thanksgiving.
But if you remove Thanksgiving, there's no holiday season. It's just Halloween, November, and then Christmas.
I think the holiday, that's fine. If I remove the holiday season, that's like saying if you remove the worm in you, then you no longer have parasites. Like, yeah, that sounds great, dude. Don't spin that as a bad thing.
Wait, now I'm arguing against myself. Shut the fuck up. I don't want a parasite. I want to eat my turkey and have it not go to the worm.
The worm.
I mean, dude,
We all go to the big worm in us. We have a big worm.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
Last night we did Friendsgiving here, and I did an Instacart to get all my stuff because it's been like the week from hell. And I ordered a 4-pound turkey breast, and the Instacart delivery person got me what looked to be a large turkey breast, and I didn't read the bag, and then I went to cook it, and it was a young chicken, not a turkey breast. So I had to gaslight 10 people into believing that they were eating a very small turkey, and they all bought it. Not a single person questioned that they were eating turkey.
That's so sad, actually.
But it was delicious either way.
I know, but they should. The young chicken. Young Chicken is the name of a Kung Fu Panda character.
The rapper from like
Young Chicken.
What's that? My Gym Partner's a Monkey. The Young Chicken would be like their rapper, their big.
I remember that. I haven't thought about My Gym Partner's a Monkey in a long time.
Dude, I love that show.
It's got the
What was the monkey's name? Was Jake, right?
Yeah, and then who's the name of the Adam Lion and Jacob P. Jake Spider Monkey. Okay, well, I have a little bit of a problem with the with shit like this. This isn't the point of the episode, but this is just a small side tangent. His last name is Spider Monkey. He is a spider monkey. And every other character, like the gorilla is named Gorilla. The python is last name is Python. That's implying that they're the only ones. You know what I mean?
Maybe
like
they
what
are
happens
the only ones.
if there's another gorilla? What are you named? You have a different name. I just think it's very unlikely and unrealistic. My Gym Partner is a monkey. Unrealistic.
The monkey talks with his butt in one episode. That makes it realistic.
I remember that. His ass was huge for some reason.
He also leaves messages for himself on the inside of his eyelids. That way when he closes his eyes, he gets his memos. And I've always thought about that and have been horrified by the thought.
That's awesome. I should do that.
Enough about that. It is Thanksgiving week here in the States. If you're in Canada, I guess you already had yours. And if you live elsewhere, you probably don't give a shit about what we're talking about. So rather than just talking about Thanksgiving for 2 hours, which I'm sure we absolutely could do, this is a gaming podcast after all. So we're going to be talking about video games. Specifically, we're going to be talking about food in games. What does that mean? I guess we'll find out as we go. We're just talking about food today. And I'm really hungry, so I might end up like drooling by the end of this episode. But a little housekeeping before we get into our food talk. First, this is episode 42 of the podcast. Thank you all so much for the support over the last year. The episodes have been a bit more infrequent just because John and I have been very busy, but we still get a lot of view duration on all of our episodes, so thank you for that. Again, you can follow us everywhere at SoftlockPod. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, and we're on pretty much every podcast service, but I've had some episodes and maybe not make it up to some of them, so I'm sorry about that. I'll get everything updated very soon. Our last episode was our Halloween special, all about Silent Hill. So not necessarily evergreen, but if you're in the mood for Silent Hill, it doesn't have to be Halloween for you to watch it. So go give that one a listen if you didn't already. It was a really, really good one, because Jonathan and I have a lot to say about Silent Hill.
Real.
And then, lastly, please comment on the videos because we want the videos to get recommended to more people. So if you could do me a favor and just in the comment, give me a little note about what your favorite Thanksgiving food is, that would be great. And if you say anything other than stuffing, I'm probably going to downvote you. Jonathan, where do you lie on stuffing? I feel like you would be a stuffing hater because you're a hater of everything good.
That's not true. Incorrect. Stuffing is only as good as the person who makes it.
So then my stuffing's the best then, is what you're saying.
I would have to taste it, but
I think you did. I think I made a turkey and stuffing when we lived together. Am I like making that up?
We might have. I don't know. I literally have blocked every Friendsgiving out of my head because I just don't care for the.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand the idea of a Thanksgiving because I go there. Imagine going to a restaurant and you wait 2 hours for the food, and then you wait 2 hours after the food. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm waiting for something when I do.
Yeah, but it's not about the food. It's about giving thanks and being with the people that you love and your crazy uncle.
It's a hard pass.
All right.
Hard pass.
Well,
I give my thanks. I give my thanks every day in my actions towards others.
That was a lame ass answer, dude. You're just a hater.
I'm not gonna revive you next time you go down in Elden Ring Night Rain.
No, I'll give you thanks.
Yeah, you better hit the thumbs up emote in the next game we play that has emotes, or hit me with the thank you pate, prattling pate.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyway,
Surely
you gotta stop bringing up real
something.
Thanksgiving. We're gonna keep
There
arguing
is
about real Thanksgiving.
Absolutely something that you're thankful for this year. So let's just give one or two things that we're thankful for this year in video games. Would you like me to go first, or do you have something on the top of your head? Like a hat.
I'm thankful that they dropped Pizza Tower on the Switch instead of landlocking it to PC.
That is really. It's only on Switch, right? It's not on other consoles.
Only on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Only on Switch, and it's you don't need it on anything else.
Yeah, that's its definitive home. It's great on Switch. It's great on Switch OLED too.
Mm-hmm.
Something I'm not thankful for is, and I know it's a money thing, and I can't complain because these small indie devs are doing their best. Why is it that when you try to buy a limited run game from any of the sites, IM8-bit, limited run games, special reserve games, why do they take like 18 months between when the game comes out and when you actually get your physical copy? We gotta do something about this, because I got Pizza Tower on Switch so much later than when it came out, and now I'm like, the time has passed. Now I need to wait for me to be in the Pizza Tower mood again before I play it.
Yeah, I refuse to do the limited run games. I just have never looked at it and been like, I need it now. Although it is really cool, I know the dangers.
I mean, I ordered UFO 50. I don't even know when, and I don't have it yet. So
that's brutal. I could not wait that long. I could not wait. I
haven't. Ooh, this is actually a perfect segue because I have UFO 50 on Steam. I got it like right when it came out. I'm just waiting for the Switch version to come in because I feel like that's definitely a Switch game. But my thing that I'm coming to realize about myself is that specifically this year, but also in every year, I am just so thankful that the Steam Deck exists. I am falling deeper and deeper in love with my Steam Deck every single time that I use it. I think at this point it's not even a competition that the Steam Deck is my favorite piece of gaming hardware, and that's my favorite handheld, favorite console, favorite everything. If I can play a game on the Steam Deck, that is probably my number one place to play it, with the exception of a game that is fun to jump in and out of, then I'll go to Switch. But that's a very specific use case, like Balatro type games. Everything else, I just love how versatile and how powerful the Steam Deck is. I use it all the time, and if you don't have one, you should definitely look into getting one. That's for anyone out there.
Replace every word in that sentence with 3DS, and that's how I feel.
Listen, I love my 3DS.
the 3DS.
I absolutely love my 3DS. From like age 12 to 18, 3DS is probably my number one piece of hardware and the thing that I use the most, even over, man, I was gonna say over my cell phone. That's probably not true, but it was close. Now I can play the 3DS games on the Steam Deck. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's illegal! It's illegal. You're going to jail, buddy.
Allegedly, I can play them.
You're going to fucking jail, buddy.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's not
have
true. I
fun
dumped
trying to
my
get
own
Citra
cartridges.
to work. Have fun trying to get Citra to work.
It's flawless. Works flawlessly.
I don't
easy
believe
to
you.
set up. Easy to set up. Easy to work with. Easy to mod. Allegedly. Dump my own games from my own cartridges. Allegedly.
I actually have
perfectly.
a really tough time believing that Citra functions properly.
No, it works great. It really does.
I've heard nothing but trouble.
I mean, you gotta. I have a 3DS, so you kind of have to pick your battles. Like, I'm not gonna play like Ocarina of Time 3D on Citra, but I would play like Pokemon X or Y. You know, I don't know if that really makes sense to you, but it makes sense to
No.
me.
No. But I can accept it.
So that's what I'm thankful for this year. So, just putting that out there. Let's talk about food. I'm getting really hungry. It's time for the first course. Jonathan, you came up with this dumbass idea, so you
not
gotta
dumb.
start us off. Where
not
are we
dumb.
gonna start? What are we talking about when we talk about food in games?
It's not dumb because think about it. You ever sit down? You ever be listening to a song? You're like, and it's like singing about some lady or man, and you're like, damn, this song's about love. There's a lot of songs about love. It's like every song's about love. Not every song, but like most songs, most media is about like has some type of like, damn, love. I'm doing this because of love. Same thing with food. Love is like a universal concept. It is a thing that drives us as human beings. It's one of the most universal goals that I think almost every single person on Earth can understand and identify with. That's why we see it literally everywhere. And it's the same thing with food. We all eat, thinking about eating. Maybe we're eating right now. Maybe we're driving to get food. Food is a universal constant. It's in everything, whether or not we realize it. See, that's a little different than like pooping. You can't make a lot of lists with games where you poop. Can't think
Okay,
of
top 5 poop games, go.
top
Binding
5
of
poop
Isaac.
games. Literally, okay. Yes, I can't think of anything else. Game
wait.
where you have to poop or else.
Postal,
Or Postal, you have to poop in that?
I think. I know you have to piss. I think you poop.
You don't have to piss. Pissing is
Well,
a
okay.
decision you make.
Yeah, that's about it. I can't think of any others.
Yeah. Meanwhile, and then switch this. Think about the amount of games with food in them. And not just like, oh, like, you see food like in the background or like as a prop. Like food as in like you can eat the food, or a gameplay mechanic is tied around food, or maybe the game is about food. You can make a binary list. Look at your Steam library right now, and you can scroll down from A to Z, and you can make a binary list on whether or not a game has food in it. Here's an example. Alan Wake. There was no food in it. There is
Coffee?
coffee thermoses, but we do not know if there's coffee in it.
Well, there's the diner.
There
And
is
you
the
have to-
no. See, that's what I mean by it's in the background. It's just like a thing. Unless a character is like, I need you to deliver this, and it's like a section of gameplay, doesn't count. That's just in the background. Let's switch over. Barony, there's food in it.
Food.
Food is very important. You need to eat or you get hungry. You need to, if you're a goat man, you can open up tins of food, and then you get your hands greasy, and then you drop your staff and can get ravaged by several gnomes. Let's keep going. Let's do a couple more. Let's see. Castle Crashers, food. Food is a pickup. You get the big meat leg. Fucking, while we're on the seas, Castlevania, meat chop.
Food.
In the wall. Food. Let's see here. Cry of Fear, no food. There is morphine, but no food. Half-Life, no food. There is the what's it called? What's the gel? The healing pod thing that's on the wall?
I don't know.
We got that. But no food, except for in the beginning of Half-Life 1, where you blow up the casserole in the microwave. But that doesn't count. That's a funny gag that's food related. Doesn't count. You see where I'm getting at?
I think what we're getting at is most games have food.
Most games have
as an
food,
interactive item.
right? Yes, as some type of interactive item. Some games take it a bit further. I'm talking like games where food is a legitimate mechanic, or the game is fully revolved around food. On the lower end, we have something like Monster Hunter. I would not say food. I would not say the game is focused around food. The game enjoys food, and we get to see food a lot, and it is a mechanic. Because before you go on a hunt, and in the newer games, when you're in a hunt, you cook up food, and they put a lot of effort to make this food look really nice. You have choices and stuff, and it gives you stats and bonuses and all that good stuff you want. That is, I would say, a low focus on food in a video game. Something like Monster Hunter. Let's talk about high focus on food in a video game. Dave the Diver.
True.
It's about sushi.
True. Venba. Game's
what?
all about food. That's literally the whole point of that game is food.
Ancient take that I'm pulling up right now. Order Up.
Yep.
About food.
Overcooked.
Do you know? Overcooked is about food. Do you know Order Up is getting a Switch version?
No shot.
Order Up is getting a Switch version, and it's the fucking the Nicholas
Oh my god, really?
store is accepting pre-orders for
I'm not gonna get it for 2 years. I'm telling you.
physical release. Well, it says it's supposed to be released in Q2 of 2025,
Yeah,
and
I
I
don't know
won't
about
fucking
that.
lie to you. I did pre-order it because I actually
You should. I'm thinking about
love Order Up. I love Order Up.
it.
Order Up is so funny.
What is your favorite game where the primary thing you're doing is making food? Do you have one off the
The
top of your head?
primary thing you're doing is making food. A game.
Yes.
See, there's not that much of them because then it's a cooking game, and that's not really a common game type. Because I just feel like it's very there's not really that much in terms of what you can do.
I mean, you got
You know
your
what I
cooking
mean?
mamas and stuff, but
Yeah, but
I-
have you played Cooking Mama?
No, it's not fun.
No, it's the same shit. You just like chop the onions and shred the cheese, and it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's actually kind of ass.
I have 2 games about food that that's like the main thing you do. Well, one of them's kind of cheating, but that I want to talk about.
Okay.
So there's a game, I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast before. It's called Arctic Eggs. Have you seen this game before?
Arctic Eggs.
Arctic Eggs is like a indie game that came out like last year or maybe early this year, I think. And it's a like PS1 style walking simulator in a dystopian future Soviet punk type place where everyone's sad and everyone's cold and everyone's hungry and everyone's trying to like barter for cigarettes, and your job is to go around to all these sad people with a frying pan and you cook eggs for them. And the cooking mechanic is incredibly satisfying. So you use the right stick to swirl the pan like a physics puzzle kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to keep the eggs moving or they'll burn. And then you gotta flip them by like pushing them to the end and then flicking your pan. But then they start throwing in obstacles, like people will start throwing cigarettes into your pan and you have to get them out. Or they'll
That
throw
adds flavor.
Exactly. They throw bullets in there that explode and knock the eggs off, so you have to prepare for when they're going to explode so you can keep the egg in the pan. And by the end of the game, you have this pan with like 1,000 things in it, and you all have to. They all do different things, and you have to navigate each one of them individually to try and satisfy all these people. And it's really. I mean, it's like lizard brain fun to swirl the eggs around the pan, obviously.
Okay.
But it has like very compelling world, super bizarre writing. It's a very good game. And whenever you said we were going to be talking about food today, that's the first thing that came to mind because I really, really fuck with this game.
That is an interesting one. I actually might check this one out. It's got a 10 out of 10 on Steam.
It's really good.
Wild.
It's also only like 3 hours long, and that's if you do like all the extra hard mode challenges and stuff. And it gets weird. Like it gets really weird. Kind of
I imagine.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I like shit like that. Well, I imagine that the other game you're going to mention is on the Wikipedia category cooking games. And to demonstrate how little games are cooking, like, themed, there's only 55 games on this list that they have. And I think 15% of them are Cooking Mama.
True.
We do have, but Arctic Eggs is up there. Dave the Diver's up there. Cooking Simulator. Is that fucking like what's it called? Like Surgeon Simulator, like developers?
Oh, where it's like all fucked up and you have to
Yeah,
try
it's all
and like
messed
chop
up,
an onion or something.
Overcooked Order Up, it's all on there. Meanwhile, you go to shooter games, and then there's like 80 subcategories, and then like 200 pages just on the regular like shooter game.
Yeah, I mean it's not common. That's why I brought up Venba because that one like stands out as like
Yeah.
it's recent and it shows like there are people who fuck with the cooking games, and there's a small audience that's like, I know most people just have their one, but it is like it's a thing, and I'd like to see a few more of them, especially things like Arctic Eggs that make it it's like a cooking game but scary, or cooking game but hard. I mean, we could have a few more of them.
Making a the thing is, I think cooking is just like low concept, I think. And what I mean by low concept is just like that. I feel like there's really not much you can really do with it. I feel like you have to kind of just make the game surrounded by cooking, sort of like, I don't know, maybe like Fantasy Life. Like you can be a cook in Fantasy Life, but like very little of your time is actually devoted to cooking. If you're a cook, you mainly get ingredients and like go out and explore and get ingredients, and then you can cook. There's very little games where you can just like, I'm going to sit and cook, and that is all the gameplay, and have it be fun. Like even Overcooked is like, not really that much about food. It's really kind of about like putting things in things and then moving them somewhere else to your partner while like a truck is running through your kitchen. You know what I mean? I think the only game that I actually think is about food, the only game I can think about right now that is actually about food and like nothing else is Order Up. It is only about cooking, and it's actually a lot of fun. I don't really understand how they did it, but I really, really, really like Order Up. I have the Wii version. I liked Order Up so much. I had a family member come over, and he was older than me, and he brought Order Up with the and it came with the hat. They gave you like the grease burger hat. I don't remember the name of the first restaurant. It came with the hat, and I sat down playing it, and I kept playing it even when everyone like left to do other things, and I played it for the rest of the time. And by the time he was supposed to leave, the relative who was like showing me it was like, "You want to just keep it? Like, I don't like it that much. I just thought it was funny." So he let me keep it. I still have. I'm looking at it right now, and then I even got the fucking 3DS version. Did you know they made a 3DS version?
No.
It was on iPod. It was Order Up to Go, and then there was a 3DS version, and now they're dropping it on Switch too. And I said, "Hold on, let's get into that."
I really do think I'm gonna try and cop because I love Order Up.
Yes. However, here's the problem with Order Up: the food does not look very good in Order Up. I'm not like, I need to eat that fucking food. However, food that I'd want to eat, I'd want to eat the Monster Hunter food. Like, really heavy. Like, I want to eat it like right now.
You can have it, because that shit looks disgusting.
You're insane. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You mean like the steak that like the Meowscular chef in Monster Hunter World makes is disgusting?
Yeah, I'm talking about all of it. I think people always talk about how the food in the food in Monster Hunter is very funny, and people talk about how good it looks. I think it looks gross. And then there's that
What?
cutscene in Monster Hunter Wilds where you eat like the cheese with your fingers, and it is just foul looking. Everything, all the food just looks unnatural. It looks like someone
Didn't you
left
wait?
the
Didn't you
food
get
out.
fucking wild? Didn't you get Wilds on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, your game's bugged.
No.
Your game's
I told
bugged to
you.
make
I
the
told
food
you.
look like doo-doo.
No. I told you when that game came out. I have problems with my PC with every video game except Monster Hunter Wilds, which is the one everyone else has problems with, because I must have like the god build that was made just for that game. It runs flawlessly and it looks incredible, but the food looks nasty.
Well, you must have some type of aphasia.
I mean, this is a thing I kind of wanted to bring up. I think food looks gross in every game. There isn't really a single game I want to eat the food in.
You mean when you saw Eddie eat the ice cream with his hands in Silent Hill 2, you weren't like, I kind of want some of that. Like, it's also,
No.
that ice cream is like melted too. The way
He's
he's
just
like putting
licking
his
water, like liquid
watery,
ice cream.
ice cream on his hand. It's really fucking nasty, actually. Also, let's talk about, just real quick, RQ. This is gonna be a meandering podcast, I think. Can we talk about Eddie in the Silent Hill movie? What's going on?
Why is he got a neck beard? Where's
Where's
his hat?
Why does he have like a full beard and like long hair? That is not the Eddie that I'm used to.
Okay, why does
I'm really
Laura look
scared.
like a Annabelle
scary.
doll?
I really don't know. I am like so baffled. I mean, Pyramid Head looked kind of cool, and like the lying figures looked kind of cool, I guess. Like, and
CG
I can
was
see
bad though.
what.
The CG
The
was
CG.
very bad though.
Yeah, the CG is pretty wild, and I kind of like the idea. I kind of like some of the shots, but like it is like a bizarro version of Silent Hill 2. Like I really don't. This might be. I have not watched the Silent Hill movies, the original Silent Hill movies. I imagine it's like Welcome Back, Silent Hill Revelations 3D.
It's Return to Silent Hill. I think that's exactly what they're going for.
Silent.
Okay, I'm on Google Images. I looked up Monster Hunter food. I'm looking at a side by side of this food trio of kebabs from, I presumably Monster Hunter World. I don't really know which game this is from. The next image over is
That's
Binging
World,
with
yeah.
Babish, who recreated it in real life. His image looks delicious, and I know that he is a YouTuber, so he stages everything to make it look as good as possible. It probably doesn't actually look that good in real life. But then I look at the Monster Hunter one, and everything looks like it has a film over it. It looks like it's been left out on the table for 8 hours and has become stagnant and has liquid just poured over everything. It's reflecting light in all the wrong ways, and it's making me sick to my stomach the more I look at it.
I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think it looks as good as real food. But
I mean,
I'm not
yeah.
like, this is disgusting. That's kind of blowing my mind.
I just kind of feel that way anytime there's food in a game, and they may do like the whole like cooking it up, do the close-up shots, like they do it in Zenless Zone Zero, they do it in Yakuza. It kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, Yakuza also really big on food. You have to order, if you want to get true Yakuza completion in a lot of the games, you have to order every single fucking food item across the restaurants. But Yakuza is kind of like, it's like very food, like minimal. Like food is kind of like it's like, look at this food. Like, look at Japanese culture. Like, you might know this food in real life. Like, that's kind of like the point of it. It's like kind of like a little funny. Maybe you get a stat. Another game that's actually has food as a funny is Metal Gear Solid 3. 3 specifically.
The
Snake
Calorie
Eater.
Mate biscuits.
Well, a Calorie Mate is a funny bit of it, but like a lot of features of that game, of Snake in that game, Naked Snake, because he's in the the jungle. I don't remember when's the last time you played Metal Gear 3.
I've never played it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. If I knew that, I would have started this out differently. The whole point of Metal Gear Solid 3 is that you're in a jungle, and Metal Gear Solid like 1 and 2 were kind of in like kind of sci-fi-ish like military installations, but 3 is like in the jungle, and the whole point is that his name is Naked Snake because he goes into missions with like no equipment. He just like jumps in, no rations, no nothing. So a big part of the game is actually just like, quote unquote survival. Like you kind of get like hungry. It has all the Hideo Kojima kind of like weird mechanics that you'll never like consciously notice. But a big part of that game is you like hunting like woodland creatures. and then you can like cook them and eat them and shit like that. And you can call up your like your codec people, and they're like, Snake, did you just eat like a tree frog? And he's like, poison, and then he has like a stomach ache for the next hour of gameplay. There's a lot of conversations about him about food, or him like asking if something like what something tastes like or something like that. It's really funny. The Metal Gear Solid 3 dialogue is probably the best in the series, I think. IMO.
You gonna play the remake?
Probably not until it goes on like a hefty sale. I don't see the I don't really. I mean, it looks really good, but I'm not like I gotta play.
Yeah.
I think
know,
the first game. I think the original
now.
looks amazing, like just by itself.
Yeah, it does hold up. I'm still like halfway through MGS1, and I don't know. It's not that I wasn't feeling it, because it is great, but it wasn't the right time when I started playing it. I need to wait till I'm really in the mood for it, and then I'll probably blast through like the first 3 all at once.
Yeah. Well, and then you got to play the Twin Snakes.
I don't think
I
will
own
be
a
doing
copy of the Twin Snakes. The Twin Snakes is really weird. They like changed a bunch of shit.
He like does flips and like throws rockets and stuff.
Yeah, he like skateboards on rockets, and I don't know, it's really weird. But that's like the only complaint I ever see of it. So I'm like, maybe it's low key good. Like maybe it's low key good, and then it just has some weird like John Woo type shit in it. I don't know. I might fuck with it. I don't know. I might fuck with it. I also wanted to mention for Monster Hunter. I think one of my favorite things about Monster Hunter, kind of the food now in Monster Hunter doesn't really have much strategy in it. I feel like even in Worlds, like when you're at like master rank and you're getting to the very end of the game, it's just like, yeah, give me Chef's Choice. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then that will pretty much work for you. Meanwhile, in Monster Hunter like 4 and Generations, and below, food is actually much more significant because you really only have 2 things to choose from. You have all these combinations where you choose 2 ingredients, and then that can really like it gives you skills. Like you get like skills that can actually be very detrimental to the way a hunt will go, and also will alter your activation chance, and the stats you get from it. So if you eat like the hearty like meat meal, you're probably gonna get like all health and stamina, but you may not get like very interesting skills. If you want like skill, like there's some really strong skills like will not drop items, will not flinch when carrying heavy items, which is like the ones you need for like the egg delivery requests, which I know we love so dearly.
So much.
But my favorite is when you drink 2 alcohols and then your character gets really drunk and just like stumbles around. That shit is so funny to me.
Yeah, it really
that shit is so funny to me. And when I found out that that's what happens, I was like, dude, every person who played Monster Hunter with their friends when they were younger acted drunk. Did that and acted drunk as a good party laugh.
Getting drunk in a video game and then walking around and going, ooh, is probably, that's like peak friend fun. That is,
it is.
Every game needs that.
I mean, it's food adjacent, but I guess we could talk about it. But yes, alcohol consumption in video games is phenomenal. Case in point, Deep Rock Galactic. It's always funny. Literally, before a journey, before an excavation, a mission in Deep Rock Galactic, or afterwards, you gotta get a little drunk. And then, there's like a jukebox. They knew exactly what they're doing. There's a jukebox, you turn on music, and then your dwarves start dancing, and then like right next to the bar, there's like a tip jar, and then a little further, there's like an arcade machine, and then there's also the barrel hoop, where someone inevitably drunkenly jumps into the barrel hoop and dies instantly.
The best example of drunk in a game is Sea of Thieves. I've never laughed so hard that I laughed so hard that I couldn't breathe for so long that my vision started to go and I thought I was gonna pass out, because you
drunk in real life.
You get drunk in that game and then you throw up, and that's really funny in itself. And it does like your camera shakes and your controls get all fucked up, like the thing that every game does. But in that game, every character has an instrument that they can play sea shanties with, and whenever you're drunk, it makes you play the music super fucked up. So you and your friends are sitting in the bar playing the sea shanty. It's like, and someone starts vomiting all over the place, and then they fall off the ledge. We have to play Sea of Thieves one day.
Grog.
Sea
Yes,
of
it's called
Thieves,
Grog. I'm
just
looking at it right now.
loving being with friends, being drunk, doing stupid things in that game. I have such good memories of that.
Players can use the bucket to catch their own vomit and throw it around manually. This can be used to hinder the visuals of any pirates and can be an effective tool in combat. Vomit can also
Awesome.
be used to douse fire. Amazing.
Very cool.
That's fucking nasty though. Does it actually have a visual for the vomit?
Yeah, and
Or
it
is like-
sounds like vomit. It sounds like Eddie.
No. Oh no, I don't like it when Eddie vomits. He's sad. I looked up Sea of Thieves vomit. Alcohol vomit in my Google image search bar, and nothing came
Awesome.
up. No, the first thing that comes up is vomit gun, Sea of Thieves, funny PvP,
Very cool.
18 likes.
Very cool.
Very great.
I realized that I never said what my second game was, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
go on a whole spiel, but my crafting class in Final Fantasy XIV was the Culinarian, which is all about cooking food that gives you buffs and then selling it to other players. And that's probably the most fun I've had in an online, like an MMO, is just running around collecting ingredients and then cooking food for people. If you haven't tried FF14 and you're into the idea of like making money from other players, I'd say try to spec into Culinarian because it's a really good time.
See, it's just an instantly recognizable thing, a cook. You know what I mean? You put the hat on anyone, and you're like, a cook. It's always funny. It's always funny too. If I walked
is.
into your
It's always
walked
funny.
into your place right now and I had a chef's hat, it'd be funny.
I bust. It's very funny.
don't
Anytime
do
a
that.
character comes in with the white hat, you can't help but laugh.
It's
Like
awesome.
Peppino.
Kiss the cook apron. Oh, yes, yes, please.
So, I'm thinking about the worst food now. I'm sure we
Okay.
have the same answer of Resident Evil 7.
Oh, I was gonna say Resident Evil 2 burger, intro burger.
Yeah, the intro burger's pretty nasty.
I think, yeah, I don't really know. I think, did we ever get to the bottom of the Resident Evil 2 burger? Why
I
is
think-
it like that? I think it actually, it's not supposed to look like that. I think the actual model looks really good. Yeah, I'm looking at the real model right now. Well, it looks good. It's just that the lighting and like the filter, whatever filter they use in the cutscene makes that fucking burger look like shit. 'Cause I'm looking at the model right now. It looks really, really good.
But I'm telling you, it's the RE engine or something, because it doesn't look good. I'm looking at it too, and it looks fucking nasty.
I mean, if someone gave you that burger, picture this burger. Don't squint your eyes, unfocus your eyes, and imagine it in front of you. And you order it at a restaurant. You go to Good Stuff, and you're like, yeah, give me the cheesy patty, and this is what they give you. You would still eat it, I bet.
mean, yeah, because I'm a fat fuck and I eat like
Alright.
disgusting expired food, but I'm also looking at it and it's literally turning my stomach. Why is it everything so wet and melty? It's ugh.
Have you seen food in real life?
It's not wet. Food isn't wet. Some
Food
food is wet.
is
Some
pretty
food is
moist.
wet, but not
Burger
the bu-
moist.
But the bun is not supposed to be wet.
Bun is it could be oily, kind of like because it cooks in. It's if you get food in a takeout bin, that's a hot takeout bin. It gets a little steamy in there. You open the takeout bin, your burger's a little moist.
Yeah, but if I look at the bun and the first thing that comes to mind is that bun is wet, there's a problem. Like when I get McDonald's and I do this thing you're talking about where I keep it wrapped up, I bring it home, and by the time I get home, the bun's kind of like a little soft because it's steamed in there. I don't look at the bun and have like the King Neptune bald head light reflect into my eyes like they do in video games.
I came from work really late the other day, and I was driving from the metro station, and I stopped at McDonald's on the way because I was really hungry. I just wanted to eat and go to sleep. I need to rationalize why I went out to get McDonald's because I hate going out and spending money on junk food. But my burger, I got those two like cheeseburger sliders. My second burger, the bottom bun was hard. It was really weird. Yeah, I was like, this is weird. I don't know what's up with that.
Stale ass bun.
It wasn't stale. It tasted good. It was just like really strong. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Strong. That's a buff burger that gives you plus 5%
Yeah.
attack power.
I kind of wish there was more like fantasy food in game. I wish games
Yes.
led more into the fantasy food, but like even game like Zelda doesn't even do that. You have all these things. Like I want like a Lizalfo steak.
Right? You get like monster cake. That's like the extent of it.
Yeah, that's all you get. Like even in Monster Hunter, you don't like cook the monster parts. That's the first thing I would do. I want the Rathalos.
Well, okay, you don't
hoagie.
know. You don't know what food, like that could be. It could be a Rathalos steak for all you know. You don't
Well-
see them slaughter the cow.
Well, they would. I think they would tell you. I think they would
Yeah,
tell you.
maybe.
It's like even Pokemon. Even Pokemon has like Pokemon food, and it's not even like it's themed after the Pokemon. It's like no, this is Slowpoke tail. A Slowpoke is tailless.
Yeah, but that's like a
at
fucked
least.
up, like trafficking subplot about Slowpoke tail. That's not supposed to be pleasant.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still weird. Is what I'm saying is that why don't games. That's like when you play a
Ooh.
fantasy game and then there's no fantasy fish. There's like a fantasy fishing game. Or no, there's fishing in a fantasy game and all the fish are just normal ass fish. It's
Goldfish.
like, what the fuck? Like, oh yeah, I can't wait to catch like bass and trout. You know, like no. I want like the Hylian Schlorper. Like, yeah, this fish is really, really fast. And if you don't like catch it off guard, it goes zoing, and it's gone, it vanishes. It's like why aren't they doing that?
Even in like, I mean, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but even in like Baldur's Gate, I don't think there's a lot of that, and that's D&D for God's sake.
Exactly. In D&D, I'm always, you know this from my campaign where we did years ago, but I was like, yeah, you go to like, what's the local cuisine? It's like some weird shit. It's like, nah, like I want to hear some weird shit. Like, what was it, Boulder Top? Something I pulled right out of my ass. You were like, what's the special? And I was like, it's beer that's fermented in big barrels with
Beer with rocks in it.
with rocks in it, and it makes it really tasty. And it was like, that's awesome. And now I want Boulder Top IRL. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a literal whole anime about this concept. I haven't watched it, but I know that's
the
what it's about. Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi, I think is the Japanese name. The whole concept. I can only hope that popularizes fantasy food, and we can really get into it, because it really pisses me off that
Truly.
we have like the basic ass foods in video games still. I mean, I think actually it's more common that like sci-fi games have different variants of like food than I would say fantasy games, which I don't
has
really.
a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah, Fallout does have a lot of it, but it's still like, you know, like the Brahmin steak, or like, I mean, like the cooked rats. Like that's kind of like where I'm going. Like Skyrim doesn't have any of that shit. It's like just the regular meat that you be eating in real life. But I'm thinking like, I don't know. There's some like fantasy games, or not fantasy games, like sci-fi games where it's like, usually if it's like trying to be dystopian, it's like this is like synthesized food that makes you fill up really like fast or something, even though it has no nutrients. I think Cyberpunk has some weird food in it, doesn't it? It's like junk food. Isn't that consumerist, like junk food?
I mean, Cyberpunk has like real food in it that also looks disgusting, in my opinion, but it's like their whole thing is the blending of cultures, so you have like a ton of different types of food, which I always thought was pretty cool. Because you have to be, it's not like in Yakuza where you're like, I'm gonna go get the steak because it gives me plus 10 HP, and then I'm gonna get the chicken because it gives me plus 10 SP or whatever. In Cyberpunk, you're like, I'm gonna get noodles, I'm gonna get burger, I'm gonna get pizza, I'm gonna get like Indian food. Like they got a lot of different shit in there, which is pretty cool.
My favorite thing is in a video game like Skyrim, and you're out of potions, but you have a bunch of food, so you hit the pause button in the middle of combat, you just like, you eat everything. And that's always really, really funny to me. But like, I like it when games do it in like in practice, like in the heat of battle. It's really funny. Like Last of Us kind of does that, where you can find like just straight up like protein bars just out and about, and you like just like eat. First of all, food doesn't do that IRL. I think it's really funny when people make food heal in video games, doesn't do that. If
Did
if
you
I
ever
get
see that?
What?
Do you remember Immersion, that Rooster Teeth show from back in the day?
I'm aware of it, yeah, but I don't think I know what you're talking about. So
They
please.
had an episode where they wanted to test to see if food actually healed you when you were damaged. So they took a guy out and got him super fucked up to the point that he was really sick, and then put him in bed, and then woke him up super early and had like a giant spread of food from like the stereotypical game food, like, you know, cheese wheel, apple, like all that shit. And then like, all right, which of these cures your hangover the most? And it was really funny.
That is really funny. I guarantee you it didn't help him.
No,
At
not at
all.
all.
Yeah, because that shit doesn't work. But you'll have games like Skyrim where you get slash, your arm falls off, and then you're like, sweet roll. It's like, nah, that doesn't work like that. And I think my favorite examples of that are like in Last of Us, where it's just like you just eat this protein bar that you found like behind a glass vending machine or something like that. There's only like 2 things in the vending machine left, and thank God. And now you can just eat them. But something that's really funny. It's like Bioshock and like Bioshock Infinite. Have you ever seen the Mega 64 Bioshock Infinite episode?
No, I haven't.
You have to watch it as soon as this episode is over, or right now. It's so funny. They get Rocco to dress up as Booker from Bioshock Infinite, and he's like walking around, and he has like a meter on screen that has like low health, and he's just walking around digging around trash for food. He's just going oh, and then he'll find like pre-placed food that's like intact. It'll like pull out a cake out of the garbage can, and he'll just start like eating it and shit like that. It's so fucking funny. Put it up right now. Put up a clip right now. Right now. Put a 10-second clip up right now.
This isn't a trash, sir.
What's that? What are those?
Those are lemons.
No, that's fine. That'll work. Thank you.
All right, isn't that funny?
Trash burger.
Trash Burger. You have to watch it. It's like probably one of my favorite Mega 64 things. I love Mega 64. They're so funny. You know, they're the origin of the WTF Boom thing. Mm-hmm. Crazy thing. They have a video that you also need to watch. It's called it's like 45 minutes of sewer footage 4K.
I've seen that one.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And it's criminally they post so much shit on their main channel, and then there's just like that video, and it just pales in comparison because it sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's only like 15,000 views, and it's like, it was so funny. This definitely was like a Rocco bit. Definitely Rocco was like, this is gonna be hilarious. But probably knew it was gonna get no views and did it anyway. It's like one of my favorite videos. It has that guy Tony Zaradeth, who does like the super ironic like millennial like joke. Le freaking doggo.
I haven't watched Mega 64 in a minute. It's been a long time. I need to go back and
Oh.
like binge some of the old ones.
You should watch their highlight reel of Rocco in the room. Rocco, they did a I think it was a Martin Luther King weekend stream where they put, it was like a 82-hour live stream where they put Rocco in a room and just like literally just stuck him in the room, and like people can come in and like fuck with him, and they would have like full-on performance acts and stuff like that, or they got like a magician to come in and perform for him. And then they got the classic like, if you donate $20, it makes a really loud sound, and he's like sleeping, and he's like, ah. I love Mega 64. They're so funny.
There aren't many people like them anymore. It's unfortunate.
No, and they're like they're still making the same shit too. It's like they have not changed at all, but like for the better. Like they're still making the same shit. It's still funny.
Yeah. I wish... here's the thing. I love sketch videos, and I always loved like the spoof gaming sketches and like just the YouTube irony and all that stuff from back in the day. I wish I could do that, but I just simply don't have that bone in my body. I don't know how they come up with half of this stuff, and I applaud them. I envy them.
They've been doing it for a really long time. Also, they're really funny. And there is something wrong with all of them to be able to,
that's true.
to do the things they do. The live video game shit is always just like, I can't believe they could have made that if it wasn't all based on copyrighted IPs. it could have been a TV show in the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah,
The
for
shit
sure.
they do on Mega 64 could have been like a real TV show on, like, I wouldn't say Adult Swim, but some type
Probably would
of
have been on G4, unfortunately, but
probably it could have been a TV show. But I think the fact that it was all based on like IP shit, it would have been really tough. But I mean, that's kind of why you watch it. You're like, oh, how are they gonna, you know, how are they gonna do this in real life? It's like sometimes you get some like really weird shit, like the BioShock Infinite one in real life or whatever is just, you know, again, Rocco dressed as Booker digging around food in the trash. There's the Fallout one where, well, the Fallout 3 one is actually pretty old. It's one of their oldest one, not their oldest ones, but it was like one of their older ones where it's a dude in like full armor, and then another guy will come up like right behind the other guy, punch him in the back of the head, and then he strips him of all of his clothing in like 10 seconds, and then he runs like you're looting a character in Fallout. Like he even like takes his shoes and shit and just leaves him in his underwear on like the ground. There's a really funny one. There's the Uncharted 3 one where this is probably the one that I'm like, I can't believe the how they film some of this shit, because like the Fallout 3 one is actually kind of like a prank in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I just saw, you know, strangers are like, I just saw a guy punch another guy and steal all of his clothes, and they're wearing something funny. Like, oh, this must be some type of like performance art or something like that. The one for Uncharted 3, they lifted the scene of Uncharted 3 when Nate gets like a dart in his neck and he like wanders around like a city in Egypt, and he just goes, oh, I need to get out of here. And he's like running like really slow down like the stretchy hallways. And so it's just Rocco walking down the streets of like a flea market dressed as Nathan Drake going, oh, get away from me. Oh, and it like they put the visual effects over it and everything, but then it like hard cuts to no effects, and he's just acting like a fucking crazy person. It is so good. Hotline Miami one is good too. I don't know how they actually beat the shit out of each other with bats in that one, and I don't know how they did it. It's really wild.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
binge that later.
Yeah,
anyway.
you should. Let's talk about food.
Food.
Okay, you keep on talking about fucking disgusting food. That every video game has disgusting food. Let me bring up this Sakurai PNG food in every Smash Bros. Game and Kirby games.
Okay.
Literally photos of regular.
Literally
food.
photos of regular food makes it better, but it has an uncanny valley that it's 2D, that it still freaks my brain out.
I think it's
Not
funny. I don't know
not
why
in
they
like a
did
disgusting way, but in like a, oh, this just makes me feel weird kind of way. The fact that they kept it in the new Kirby Air Ride game is hilarious, because it looks so out of place.
that. It's a stylistic choice, and it's genuinely really funny.
I mean, I was watching, and like, granted, this is YouTube, so you can't really trust anyone. I was watching a reaction to the whenever they announced the Kirby Air Ride, or no, it was the Sakurai Direct, and these people clearly are not fans because they just kept talking about the PNGs of food and how bad it looked. I'm like, no, this is awesome. This is incredible that they kept this for the new Kirby Air Ride in like 2K, but then you have PNGs of like curry. That's so awesome, and I love that they commit to it, but it is really weird. Like,
It is
very
weird,
weird.
but it's also so funny, and I genuinely don't even care. I'm on the food page on the Kirby Wikipedia. There's also like almost every Nintendo game has a food page for their like respective games. And I want to be clear, there's a single funny image of low quality, like a 4 kilobyte image, and it says meat on a bone in Kirby 64. And it's just like, I would have never known that. It kind of looks like, I will copy it and send it to you. It looks like a muffler on a car. That's exactly what it looks like.
Hang on, I gotta see this.
Let me
Hunk of meat.
You gotta look at food on Kirby Wiki. Do you see it?
No, I'm looking at Kirby Fighters 2 Hunk of Meat, and it's like super stretched and
Oh no!
super tall. Oh man.
Oh, the Kirby's food looks really good in the game. I like the in the Forgotten Land. I like the fast food mini game. I want to get the Kirby burger.
Kirby Burger.
Low-key.
I think my favorite cooking mechanic in a game is probably Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like that's the only one I really fuck with. Most of the time I think of it as just like a chore. Like, I gotta craft, I gotta cook my food, cook all my food so that it heals me more. But then in Breath of the Wild, I don't know, you get like the nice little song, and the food doesn't look disgusting, but it is like, you know, a cartoon, so I think you can get away with it a bit.
I do really
And
like the. I didn't know there
interesting.
was cooking in that game until like I played it the second time. I didn't like
What
realize
do
that
you
I
mean?
I didn't know there was cooking. I think I was only about 17 when I played that game for the first time. So I think I wasn't ready to interact with it as a non-Zelda game. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so I never did the food, but when I did the food in the second playthrough, I was like, dude, I love this. It is very calming, and it's just like, yes, please, yes, I want to cook my fish that I just caught, and I make a really nice, really good meal, or like I make a soup or something. I'm like, this is awesome. This is
And they have so many recipes to the point that I'm like, why did you do all that? Like, you get not just the like, you know, you have the red egg omelet and the green egg omelet and the fire egg omelet. You also have like the secret recipes that you never ever make unless it's an accident, like fucking like the fish pie, or like I don't know, like there's certain, like you can make like I guess they're mostly pies, but you can make like a birthday cake. You can make like an ice cream cone, and it's just very strange, but I love
It's
it.
like Minecraft. Remember Minecraft? Minecraft only had pork chops for the longest time,
God.
and then they added steak and shit, and it was like, whoa, this is weird. You know what game has food? Almost every game, actually, of this genre. Sorry, what's its name? I literally can't remember. Oh, it's Peak. Okay, that wasn't a gag. I really forgot.
Friend slop.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm just looking through my Steam library right now, just to, like, you know, refresh my memory, see some funny stuff. The Tales of Symphonia like splash art for your Steam library is like two characters, not even like the main character, is like two characters looking at a horse with like really sparkly anime eyes, and its opacity is set to like 10%. And it says my destiny is now fulfilled. That's the splash art for Tales of Symphonia on Steam.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't really know what was up with that. Peak. Because Peak is like, you know, and also almost all survival games that aren't like horror or survival have like food in them. But Peak is probably, I think, one of the best examples of food in a survival game, because it's like, you know, it kind of has that Boy Scout-esque, like, determining whether or not the food you're about to eat is poisonous or not, you know, or if it's going to be bad for you, or like what
I like
effects
that.
it's going to have on you. Yeah, I really do like that, because you never really know. I mean, you know, you can figure it out, but sometimes you still fuck it up. I be fucking it up all the time. I'm like, huh?
I never even tried to remember. I just eat everything I see because I'm a fat fuck.
Yeah, and then you get poisoned and collapse.
I'm looking at the image of our horns are very lives. My destiny is now fulfilled.
Oh, how'd you find it?
It's
That's
on the store page. It's like the 5th picture. It's not even like the
Are you
first
serious? Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't even know why I have this installed on my thing. I have it on Switch. Tales of Symphonia. That game might have food in it. Not entirely sure.
one. Most JRPGs have food.
Yeah,
some
you know
way.
what? Has food in it? Dwarf Fortress. That actually, yeah, Dwarf Fortress just dropped like a spicy new update, called like the Siege update. And it added like a bunch of stuff related to like sieges, like siege weapons, and they completely overhauled how like projectile weapons work. And I'm actually really interested in how that works. Their splash art that they made looks really, really good. However, your dwarves in Dwarf Fortress get like really picky if you make the same food, because so you can like fine tune your kitchen and be like, only cook, because your dwarves, like if you set people to your kitchen and you're like, you know, craft like 20 meals, they're like, okay, and they take whatever ingredients they want, unless you go out of your way to be like, don't like cook with seeds, because then we're gonna be out of seeds, we can't plant shit. Don't cook using, I don't know, this type of meat, because I need to sell this meat for later. Like, you can like quarantine off like ingredients if you want. So that then sometimes they'll just make like the same food over and over and over again. And your dwarves get like pissed off. They get in like bad moods because they're like, it's the same old food every day. It's like, hey man, fuck off. What, like, I'm trying my best right now.
Hey, if you had to eat the same food every day, you'd get a little antsy.
That is true, I guess. But however, also, it used to be the case where I think they patched this out. They made food have much less value. A big goal of the game is just like raising the value of like your net worth of your fortress, indoor fortress. And that's just literally the value of things that you have in your stockpile. Like anytime you make something like valuable, every like gem and rock you pick up adds to your value, but only really like special things like I don't know, artisan craft goods or like really special weapons or something you make, or just like a craftsman gets into a strange mood and creates like an artifact. Those are the things that really bump up your wealth and like monetary currency or whatever. And when I first played, there was at the time really bad, not really bad. It was kind of just like a known thing that's been around for a while, but they finally patched it out. If you just get, if you get a chef that just cooks all the time, like constantly, he becomes like a grandmaster chef, and every meal he makes is like a masterpiece, and it's worth like he will create like stews that are worth like thousands and thousands of gold. It's awesome. And I propelled myself into wealth and fortitude so easily with all that shit. I had so much wealth that it attracted a dragon, and I didn't really know how to combat dragons that had fire breath. You need shields, and I didn't have shields, so he killed everyone. It was really sad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's kind of when I was in a really bad place and I was the Cuisinier in Final Fantasy, I was like, I want to become the Grandmaster Chef, and I want this to be like my second job. And it was really scary because that could have been me in real life.
Just grinding out Cuisinier on Final Fantasy 14.
And I could have become the Grandmaster Dwarf Chef, where all I do every day is make food that's worth a ton of money, and then I don't know what I'm doing with my actual life.
Dude, you can start selling your shit for like, you know, like skins in Counter-Strike.
Fuck.
$20,000 knife skin that looks like shit.
Did you hear about they
rarity.
put out like an update to Counter-Strike to, I forget, I don't even know exactly what it did. I think it made it so like certain crates had more value or something, and it tanked the in-game economy by over $2 billion. And
Wow.
like it was like Black Tuesday or whatever, the Black Monday, like the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Everything, like people were freaking out. And I'm like, wow, you really put so much money into this game that one update can ruin your life. Good for you, I
I'm
guess.
so scared of shit like that, like insular communities that create their own like economy, like real world economy that like somehow has like real world effects. That is horrifying. And if I made a video game, I would simply like, if I made a video game and that happened to like the in-game economy, I'd just be like, you know what, laissez-faire at this point. Whatever happens, happens. I'm horrified.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
I would never.
Yeah, I know. I remember the like years ago, the TF2 hack community crashed for a while.
Oh, trust me, I'm well aware.
What happened? I don't remember.
Just the value of ref went down so much that like you couldn't buy anything, and I don't really know why that was the case. All I know is I lost all of my inventory for no reason.
Wait, how did that happen? What?
Just, I used to be really into like trading for ref and stuff, and it just wasn't worth anything, so I like didn't know what to do, and I just basically crashed. That's probably when I stopped trading stuff in TF2, and it,
The
probably
fucking
for the better.
refined metal.
Yeah.
What? How did the value get like lower?
I don't know what happened. I think they may have introduced a bunch of community items that were like had a higher chance of becoming unusual or something. I don't really remember. All I know is my inventory was worth like $400, and then the next day it was worth like 10. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's brutal. That's brutal. I could never. I mean, at least it was only 400 and not like, you know. At least that wasn't your retirement.
yeah. And there are a lot of people in CS that put way too much. Like I didn't put $400 into TF2. Don't get me wrong. I
Right.
put like, I've definitely spent more than I should have. I probably spent like $100 on Steam gift cards to get like keys and stuff for TF2, but I was flipping it. I was grinding.
I never spent a single cent on TF2 somehow. Never did.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't know.
too young. I didn't. By the time I stopped playing TF2, I didn't have a debit card no more. So, oh no, I by the time I stopped playing TF2, I did not have a debit card. I only got like a debit card and a credit card after I stopped playing TF2.
Yeah, I think maybe me as well, because I mean, I got my first card when I got my first job when I was 16. I was probably still playing TF2 then, but I would always just bum my dad to like take me to GameStop, and I would buy Steam gift cards with my grass cutting money.
Dude, I didn't get like a card until I was like 18.
Whoa.
Forever. I was just paying for everything in cash for like the longest time.
That's crazy. I can't even. I don't even have cash anymore.
Yeah, me neither. It's like I was so happy when I stopped using cash. I was like, damn, this is how adults live. This is awesome.
And the penny's gone now. Rip bozo. I hate pennies.
Penny is gone. The last penny minted this year.
And then like they still make $2 bills. What are we doing? Why are we still making those?
Yeah, but they're not circulation.
They are.
Where do you get it?
You can
where
go
do
to a
you get
bank
it?
and you can go to a bank, and if they don't have $2 bills, you can order them, and they get
What's
them.
the point? What's the point?
There is no point. There is absolutely no point. And like you can't use them in vending machines because they don't take them.
They don't take $2 bills.
And like you, sure you can spend them at like CVS or whatever, but
why did every kid I knew collected a $2 bill? They just had like, this is my $2 bill. It's rare.
Because grandpas think it's cool, so they give it to them as like part of their. At least for me, my grandpa would give me a $2 bill, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
You think we're gonna do that with pennies?
Ooh, maybe.
We're gonna give our children pennies and be like, they don't make this shit no more. I don't know. I assume in 2050 there's gonna be like a catastrophic event that's gonna turn us like Fallout style, and copper is gonna be super super valuable or something like that, and I'm gonna have like millions of dollars worth of pennies and be like, the Raiders are after this. Don't let them have it.
No, I feel like whenever we're like 60 and have grandkids, it'll be like, here, have my Ness amiibo. Like, here's some random shit that they don't make anymore that I value a lot and I think is cool. Here you go.
Take
but
my Zero Suit Samus amiibo.
Whoa. I'm keeping
And
that
then-
one.
Yeah, and then your grandchild's like, why is it have a film over it? And you're like,
Oh,
give it back.
when the burglars break in, you can take anything but the Natsuki jar.
Yeah, no, not the Natsuki jar. I hate the jar. I hate everything jar related.
Bowser in the jar. That was so funny.
Bowser in the jar is pretty funny. Yo, new Mario movie.
Yeah, I actually can't believe it that it's coming out so fast and that it's
Mario's so
Mario
mean.
Galaxy. What do you mean?
He's so mean. Mario's so mean.
Yeah.
It was really weird when he was just like, I fucking hate. He didn't say that, but I was just like, oh my goodness. Movie Mario and I don't know if Movie Mario and Game Mario will get along.
No, I mean, it's Chris Pratt, first of all, so it's kind of hard to like him, but I don't like Movie
True.
Mario. I love movie everyone else, pretty much. I'm trying to think if there's one I
Like,
don't.
yeah.
I love movie Luigi. I really do.
Movie Luigi. Did I ever send you the image of like the paper Bowser in like this classroom? Like this like must be like some Sunday school classroom, and it's like this it's Bowser playing on the piano, but instead
Oh,
of
yeah,
him
yeah,
saying
yeah.
Jesus instead of Peaches, it's Jesus. Jesus. That makes me laugh so hard.
Benny Safdie,
Okay.
though.
Yeah. Well, okay. This was so funny in the trailer. I'm Bowser Jr. and I'm here to rescue my father. I was like, all right, you don't have to say like we don't. People don't talk like that. If imagine, fucking Osama bin Laden like blows up, like Joker style, like blows into like an armory, and he goes, I'm Osama bin Laden and I'm gonna steal this tank. Like, you don't do that. It was like
Take anything but the Natsuki jar.
Yeah, take anything with the Natsuki. That was like for like parents who are just like, okay, Bowser Jr. It's like I think we know. I think we can understand. He's Bowser's son. I think we understand. I think we get it. I want to pivot for a second.
Yep.
Game that has very little to do with food. Pizza Tower.
Okay.
No cooking.
Not
no
true.
cooking.
No cooking,
It's
but
no cooking.
every level has hidden toppings, and they're levels
okay.
made of pizza, and you fight vegetables.
You don't cook.
It's
Okay,
not about
okay. There's
cooking,
no
it's about
cooking.
food.
There's no cooking, but it is about food. Except for the goblins. The goblins are just kind of there. I like the goblins.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
like
like
the cheese slime.
cooking is to Pizza Tower what. Okay, making pizza is to Pizza Tower what vampires are to Vampire Survivors. You have a pizza restaurant. There should be pizza made, but there never is.
There is pizza made at the end of the game. In the credits,
That's true.
Pacino
That is
is
true.
like pizza, and then they all have a pizza, and like I'm pretty sure his pizza isn't good.
I mean, how
all-
bad can a pizza really be, though? Like, I would eat the worst slice of pizza and say that it's good.
I've had some really bad pizza.
But it's still better than, like, the alternative.
What's the alternative?
I don't know, like,
Pizza?
cheeseburger?
What are you talking about? I'd rather have a bad cheeseburger than a bad pizza.
I mean, I'd rather have a bad pizza than a bad cheeseburger.
Well then,
I think.
there really isn't much of a discussion here. There's
I
just
guess.
preference.
Yeah.
I think a bad pizza is what some.
Oh, I seem to have lost you.
Accidentally turned off my microphone. I was
Oh.
assassinated by Italians. I
That
guess.
big pizza.
Yeah, by Big Pizza. I think bad pizza is like some of the worst food like on planet Earth. It's just so like greasy fucking pizza. I really don't like greasy pizza. You know what's a really big pet peeve of mine when it comes to pizza? I don't like the pepperoni that's like the cup pepperoni
Oh,
and it
that's
has
the
oil,
best.
like I don't like it because there's just oil sitting in that shit.
It's great.
There's just I don't like the grease pizza. I
Alright.
really like the buffalo chicken pizza at my local pizza place.
Buffalo
That's
chicken
really,
pizza,
really good.
no.
It's really good, and you know what? They're like always sold out of that shit. So every time I go in there, there's someone else is eating that pizza. So I'm like, clearly this is selling well.
See, but here's the thing. You're from New York, so your opinion on pizza is invalid because...
What are you
I'll
talking about?
No, because I'll go to New York and I'm like, oh yeah, time for some real Brooklyn pizza. Everyone always talks about how great the pizza is in New York. All right, let me find a pizza joint. I'm gonna eat at this place. Oh, you know... I mean, it was all right. It was pretty good, but it's just pizza. And then I tell that to someone from New York, and they go, "Oh, well, you're supposed to go to this place 2 blocks down. You weren't supposed to go there."
It's not false that New York has the best pizza in the world. It's just that is I agree that is silly. But honestly, a pizza place is like your mechanic. In New York, like you're the you have to like ask around, and then you gotta like try things out and see if they're fucking you, and then maybe you'll find a place that you really, really like. But even then, you gotta, one day, you'll go in there and you're like, nah, he doesn't got it anymore. Like, it's like, it's not like Domino's. You know what I mean? Like, Domino's is gonna be Domino's, probably until the heat death of the universe. Papa
I love
John.
Domino's.
Remember Papa John?
Papa Shack.
Papa Shack. Papa what?
Shack is like the face of Papa John's. After the
The
incident,
incident? Yeah.
they brought Shack in to scrape their reputation off the floor.
I never had Papa John's. I can fuck with Domino's. They're a bit expensive though. But I'm like, honestly, maybe it's the New York in me, but like getting Domino's kind of does feel like sacrilege, because it's just like, I don't even live in New York anymore, but like I'm just like, oh, why would I? It's just like, it just feels filthy. Like there's so many local shops that I can get pizza from, and I'm just gonna, buy from this like $1 billion corporation, just for like some pizza. The problem with Domino's is that they have fluffy bread. They got like kind of like not Chicago style, but I don't like thin crust pizza. Thin crust like crunchy pizza, hate that shit. I like
Oh man,
I
love a New York
soft-
style crunchy
Nah,
pizza.
I don't like thin New York style pizza. Like I don't like that kind of pizza. But that's like a choice they make. You know what I mean? Like that's not like New York style pizza isn't like thin and crunchy. That's just like something that they do. I think that's the sign of like poorly made pizza. Whenever I get a pizza that's thin and crunchy, I'm like, they fucked this up. I
mean,
want
that's how I
a
prefer it.
pizza. I want a pizza that I'm like, ooh, that's saucy. I like a saucy, cheesy pizza.
I like the thin crust, and whenever that's crunchy, that's a bonus. I gotta say, I do like it. I can't deny.
I just taste carcinogens in my mouth.
Well, I mean, you eat at like Domino's, and it's all just sugar anyway. So
Yeah, but it's soft in my mouth. It just feels easy to eat.
So what? You don't like Thanksgiving? What is the deal with? I just don't get it. Like, I understand your argument for hating Thanksgiving, but how can you not like the food?
I mean, I just don't. It's just like, I don't know. Turkey. I mean, the turkey's good. And then
Turkey's like the worst part, but it's still good.
I just don't. It's not really my like kind of food, I guess. I don't think I'd really survive very well in the, pioneer times. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like more like meaty stuff. So I really do like the turkey. The turkey is my favorite part. Like I'll get like slices and slices of turkey. Put a little salt on it. Put a little pepper on it, and I'll just eat that shit. I like pasta. We're not gonna discuss it though.
Non-related.
But like I don't know. Like the stuffing and the potatoes and I don't know. My family has just like a big thing of green beans. That's just so much green beans. And then you finish the green beans. They're like, we have more green beans. It's like, no, I'm done with the green beans. I've had enough. I just don't understand the Thanksgiving hype. And like everyone around me seems to be so like fully gung ho into it. But there's so much of it. So like, people are inviting me to like Friendsgivings. I'm like, I don't want to go to the Friendsgiving. I'm already doing the Thanksgiving with my family, and now I got to do another Thanksgiving. I got to do like 2 Thanksgivings, and we got to do like a whole like thing where we like bring food.
Bring something you
food.
want. Just bring like a pizza or pasta.
Nah, people are like, you brought pizza to the thing or whatever. Like I would bring like, you know what I'd bring? I'd bring the dessert. I'd bring a big old thing of Jello. That's what I do.
Ooh, Jello
That's what I
shot.
do. Jello shots. I could fuck with Jello shots.
We make
Like I like mac and cheese at Thanksgiving, but like homemade mac and cheese. But my family doesn't make that. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're Caucasian, so I'm surprised you
I'm
brought
not
mac and cheese
allowed.
up.
Yeah, but I've had mac and cheese at Friendsgivings, and I was like, damn, this is the best part.
Yeah.
But another reason, honestly, and here's the part the truth comes out. I just got beef with my family. My family, for Thanksgiving, they make pasta and they make fucking vodka sauce. And it pisses me off so much because why are we having vodka sauce when red sauce exists? Vodka
'Cause
sauce
it's better,
is
actually.
It's not true. You're crazy. You're nuts. I can't believe you said that.
It's
You
so
don't-
much
you don't
better.
think
It's
that.
so
You don't think that.
absolutely think it. I absolutely.
What are you
think it's better.
talking about? What are you talking about? If someone came up to you and they were like, you want a meatball sub with vodka sauce?
Yes.
Would you say yes?
100%.
You're nuts.
Yes.
You're nuts.
100%.
You're
I've
nuts.
been eating
You're
my
crazy.
okay. Listen, my mom, wonderful cook. She makes delicious food. I've been eating her same red sauce my entire life. Then I moved out and I started making my own red sauce. I tried to change up the recipe. It's always great. It's delicious. You get a little bit of red pepper in there. You cook some meat.
It's always great.
You get some meat in the sauce. Maybe you even to get a little funky, throw a little pork chop in there just so you get a little bit of the flavor in the sauce, and then you pick it out. You can do whatever you want. The red sauce is always gonna be great. But if I'm going to an Italian restaurant that I trust, I'm getting vodka sauce 10 out of 10 times because it is
You're
way better than red
crazy.
sauce.
You're crazy. What about white sauce?
I mean, I don't really. White sauce is like an American thing, right? I don't
hate white
It's
sauce.
just like it's the most fattening. I mean, we're talking like Alfredo, but there is also like, I don't know. I've seen on the menu they have like you get the pancetta with like the bechamel cream sauce, and I'm like, I mean, I could
Mental
just
disorders.
make like mac and cheese. I don't know how I feel about
All mental disorders.
that. What, white sauce?
Red sauce, marinara. No, yes, anything but red sauce, mental disorders. It's not true. It's not real. It's not real. Here's the thing about vodka sauce that pisses me off. I think vodka sauce is fine. I like vodka sauce. However, my family always makes vodka sauce instead of red sauce. I've told my family like that I love red sauce. Like it's one of my mom's red sauce. One of my favorite things ever. I just go back and I don't. You know me. I'm not a big eater, but when my mom makes red sauce, bowl after bowl after bowl, keep them coming. Keep them coming, right? But my family doesn't make red sauce anymore because my brother and like one of my cousins has a sensitive stomach and they can't have the acidic red sauce. So I'm doomed to always be cucked out of red sauce. And I'm always getting the vodka sauce when all I want in life, after being gone for months at a time, not seeing my family, I come back home and they're like, oh, we had vodka sauce tonight. I know you like the red sauce. And it's like, I don't think you do anymore. I know you recognize that I like the red sauce, but I don't think you understand how much I like the red sauce. The preferential treatment in my family for my brother's stomach over my desire for red sauce is too much. I could go to fucking war. I could go to some amalgamation of Iraq, Afghanistan, and Iran on a supercontinent like Pangea. All 3 of those countries have morphed together, and there's like Super Hitler in charge, and he is killing everyone. And I could go to war in that country, and I can be gone for 3 years, and I can come back on leave for 3 days. Not even for Christmas. I can come back for the 3 days after Christmas. They're like, we can't give you Christmas off, but we can give you the 3 days after Christmas off. And I go home for 3 days, and they still be like, I'm sorry, we can't make the red sauce. Your brother's stomach is too sensitive. I'm gonna die in Pangea, and you're not gonna make me the red sauce?
Yeah, because vodka sauce is
Insane.
better.
It's foolish. It's foolish.
Also,
It's
like, I
foolish.
have a suggestion, and I mean this. I mean this with my whole chest.
Don't tell me to talk to my family. I'm not doing that.
No, well, fuck that. Well, I mean, you might need to talk to them for this, but no. Make the red sauce yourself, and then bring it as, like, a peace offering. Say, I care about you people so much that I'm not going to harbor ill will towards you. I've moved on. I'm not held captive by your strange traditions anymore. I can be myself and also appreciate my family. I'm bringing my own red sauce, and you can have some too if you so choose. You are an
hate
adult.
that.
You're an adult
I
with
want-
a paycheck. Go to the store, buy some fucking Roma tomatoes. Why don't you?
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. Ratatouille, fucking Ego. Yeah, if he was like, do you know in that scene in Ratatouille where he has the flashback and he's like, his mom is making him fucking ratatouille? He's like, oh shit, it's ratatouille. It tastes just like my mom's cooking. Do you think he would have had that moment if he made it ratatouille himself all the time? No, he wouldn't.
You could ask your
It's
mom
mom's
for the
ratatouille.
recipe.
No, the point is that Ego's mom is likely dead. He's too old.
But I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about Ego.
No, it's not the same. I can't make, if I make my mom's ratatouille, if I make my mom's red sauce, if I make my mother's red sauce, it's not my mother's red sauce anymore because I'm making it, and I'm gonna overwrite that memory of my mom's red sauce with my red sauce, and my red sauce is probably not gonna be very good. There's no love in it. My mom, when she makes the red sauce, she's like, I'm feeding my child. This is my boy, even though he is newly 25. He is my boy, and I'll cook for my boy. I make red sauce. I'm like, I have to go to bed soon. I'm eating out of necessity. There's no love in that meal at all.
All right, listen to me. This is genuine advice. I had a grandma who's now dead, and she used to cook 3 of my favorite meals that I ever had. I always loved it so much. And every time I would get to go to my grandma's, if she made one of those 3 things, I was like the happiest I could be in my entire life. And then she fucking died, and I don't have the recipes for any of these meals. And yeah, I can look it up. I can look up, how do you make fucking stuffed cabbage? How do you make hash for breakfast? I can look these things up, and then I can go to the recipe and I make it, and it doesn't taste like the one that she made. And now I have nothing that makes me eat it and go, I'm thinking about my grandma and how much I love my grandma, even though she's gone, because I have this food in my belly. No, I don't have that. So I'm telling you right now, you gotta learn how to make the fucking red sauce before it's too late.
That's true. But it kind of reminded me of this thought I have. You ever be jerking off and think that your like dead relatives are looking at you?
No, but I do sometimes think I'm accidentally on the Alexa camera.
Right? That's funnier. Actually. Well, where's the Alexa camera going?
Nowhere, unless
Bezos's desk.
unless I don't know, like Elon Musk probably has access to it. See, I don't believe in an afterlife, so I don't believe there are people watching me. But that's fucked up if you do have that thought.
I'd like to believe in it. So when I do, and I'm like, I don't know.
And
Especially
if
like,
it does exist, they are watching you.
Yeah, I don't really like that because sometimes I get really into it, and then I get that thought, and I'm like, oh geez, this probably looks really weird, like third person.
Yeah, like you see yourself in the reflection, and
Yeah, and you're like,
oh.
Yeah, like I don't want to even do it anymore.
So, moral of the story: learn how to make the red sauce.
Stop jerking off.
Yeah, it makes you go blind.
Here's my checklist. Here's my checklist for my to-do list. Number 1, get red sauce recipe. Number 2, stop jerking off. Those are the 2 things on my to-do list.
I mean,
New Year's resolutions.
do those, and I guess you'll have a happier 2026.
r/nofap.
Oh, dude, you can see through walls.
That's I think some of the darkest posts I've ever seen on Reddit is like r/nofap, but it's like I collapsed. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
Jesus
these people
Christ.
they take it very seriously.
They take it so seriously. It sounds like they just got like drafted for the Forever War. Like, oh my god, dude. Okay, this is the last. Because we're hitting our limit. But this is the last thing I want to talk about. I said Forever War, and it just reminded me. Have you seen the Look Outside update? The 2.0 update is out, and also they even dropped a second update for the 2.0 update, which is like implementing some final stuff that didn't like make the cut, and that's now actually being like fully implemented. Have you seen some of the shit that they put in this game?
Yeah, I've seen. Have you seen the new party member? Well, there's a bunch of them, but like
There's a
one.
lot. Spider. The
I'm
hidden
talking
one?
like the like the shade one.
Yeah. I think his name is like Spider or something. He looks
okay.
really weird.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I really want to replay Look Outside like sometime soon. I'm gonna see if he drops like another update. I'm gonna give him like a couple weeks for him to announce another update before I jump into it, so I don't have to like start up a save file and there's like new shit that I'm like, what's going on? But have you seen like the true final ending?
No, I haven't.
It's so funny. It actually makes the Princess Catholicon Massacre. What is it? Princess
Oh,
Massacre
yeah,
Catholicon.
I think that's right.
It's basically like at the end of the game, you do like a Princess Catholicon like final boss essentially, instead of fighting like the visitor, because like now you can like talk to the visitor and like there's the attack option, and usually he just annihilates you instantly, but you can use Meteor Strike, and then you're like transported into the game worlds, and it's just so bizarre.
Oh shit!
You
I have
all these.
Meteor Strike. I should load my save.
You should. You really should. It's really funny, and you get like these 8 party members just like randomly, and you know the visitor just like attacks at like kill your party members, and then like another party member shows up. There's a character. His name is Rabu, and he's like a rabbit, and you know he's like Rabu, and he's like silly. He's kind of like fucking Ricky from Xenoblade. Is what it reminds me of, and his like moves are like Rabu punch. It's like punch the enemy with all your might. Like Rabu surprise. Like open up a surprise box and see what happens. Like Rabu meal. Like open like cook a little meal for you and all your friends. And there's like torment beam. And it's like it like sends out a wave of pure torment. Curses the user of the move to spend 10,000 years in the vivisection pits.
No.
And every time you use the move, only Rabu can use it. Every time you use the move, Rabu's like, what? And his like his portrait gets like more and more decrepit because he's like, oh no, because you keep on adding like 10,000 more years. and he has like 7 new portraits to just be like him, just like kind of being like, oh.
That's awesome. I need to do that.
So funny.
You know what?
Everyone needs to play Look Outside.
A big part of Look Outside? Cooking.
That is true. Actually, yeah, that is actually genuinely really true. You get so much health, and experience, and like really substantial boosts from cooking and Look Outside. And there's a lot of different like meals and permutations. So I can't believe I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and it feels like a good routine in that game. Everything in that game feels like homey and cozy, ironically. And that's one of them. Is like, all right, I'm gonna come home after a long night of fighting for my fucking life. I'm gonna cook up some TV dinner. I'm gonna cook up a little like steak sandwich, share it with my friends. Yummy, yummy.
And play some video games.
Yeah, and that's where we're gonna end it, I think.
And you were worried that we didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, I was, because we talked about food. Hey, listen, I can talk about food in real life for till the end of time. Food in video games, there's like 8 things you do with them, and I think we covered them all very well.
We did. This is like, I don't think anyone else needs to make a food podcast, like a video, like a podcast episode about food ever again. We covered every single base. The only thing they could do is cover individual games and cover their mechanics. But like in terms of like conceptual ideas about food, we got it. We did it.
You heard it here, folks. This is the definitive food podcast. This is like the like Socratarian ethic of, you need to learn about food, you come here.
Yeah, in 1,000 years, we're gonna have like a page of dedicated to us somewhere, and it's gonna be like, you know, we're gonna be referenced in places, just like
we're gonna be hyperlinked
Play-Doh.
under the like food, the what was it called, hunk of meat in Kirby.
Hunk of meat. Yes, hunk of meat. All 4 vertices and planes on the texture.
All right, I guess that's gonna be it because I gotta go eat some food. So again,
Too.
let us know in the comments what your favorite Thanksgiving food is. Thanks for spending Thanksgiving with us, and I guess we'll probably be back before Christmas, but we might not be. So keep an eye out for a Christmas special coming up.
Christmas and video games. That'll be a good episode.
I can talk about that. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I think I talked about that last year for the Christmas episode.
I think you did actually.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah,
come up with
maybe.
another
All
bit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.